So, randomly, I decided to watch this show called The Last of Us because I've heard about it, I've seen stuff, and it kept popping up on my HBO Max. So I decided to watch it. And I'm like, okay, the show is interesting because I was like, oh, this is good. Because they're always talking about like inclusion and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is good. So the guy, I think he's playing Latino, I'm not sure. But he has a biracial daughter. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I'm into this. But then, oh yeah, if you're watching this or listening to this, it's a spoiler alert up to like episode 4 or wherever I finished. So I was like, okay, this sounds good. And this is like a sweet story of a father and daughter. And it's like, yeah, she stole from him or whatever, but she got his watch fixed. So I'm like, okay, this is cute. Inclusion, like everything. And he had like a biracial daughter that looked like she was half black. So then I'm looking and I'm watching and I'm like, okay, this sounds good. It's like, what's going to happen or whatever. And then I don't know if they were like zombies or what. And then like the daughter died and everything. And then I'm like, okay, that's sad. He's a scorned father now. But then when it goes on and then it's like you killed his biracial daughter and then he's with helping this white child. And it was like, why couldn't they, it was like, why did they have to kill the biracial girl off? And then it was like, really no, like, I don't know, I didn't really see too many black people after that, or at least biracial people. And I was like, I didn't like that they killed off his daughter. I didn't like that in the first place. But then when they replaced her with a white teenager, and it's not even like a race thing, it's just like, I didn't like that. And I'm all for inclusion and everything. But then, like, it was like, okay, whatever. It was like, okay, I could get into the show. It seems okay. But then there was that episode where I was like, wait, what the fuck am I watching? And then I had to, like, stop to see if I, like, accidentally switched the channel or something. Or like, did something come, like, okay. It was like the father, he lost his biracial daughter. And then he had some other people, they were like, help this little girl. And the little girl was angry and everything. And it's like, oh, they're going to work together, be friends, whatever. And it's like, okay, all good. And like fighting zombies, killing zombies. And then that lady died and everything. And then I'm like, okay, this sounds good. It sounds like an interesting show. Fight the zombies, blow up stuff. Okay. And then there was the episode with the 2 gay guys. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this? It's like, how does it go from a scorned father who lost his daughter to helping this other child and trying to do like nice stuff? But it wasn't really like nice because it was like they were just helping her to get something. But then it was like, where the hell does this whole thing with these gay guys come in? And then it's like, I'm like, all for inclusion. But I'm like, this is just like too much. What was the point of this? It was like, it seemed like it was, I think it was a whole episode, I don't know, because I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying too much attention because I was confused. It's like, where did it go from father, daughter, man helping child to 2 gay men? And then I'm like, okay, where do the gay men and the zombies come from and all that? I don't know. I couldn't make the connection. I don't understand it. But I sat through it to try and understand it. And then it went back to like the guy helping the girl and everything. And I'm just like, okay, but what was the point of the 2 gay men? And it's like, I don't understand. If anyone has any comments or anything that can explain it to me, did I miss something? Did I just like dream of this? Was this just like all in my head? Like what? I don't think so, because I don't think like why it was just like, where did it come from? It was just like out of the blue. That's like 1 minute I'm talking about one thing going, oh, like, yeah, whatever, praise the Lord, oh, whatever. And then the next thing, oh, I'm gay, oh, let's praise. And then like, okay, I'm gay. Okay, and I'm over it now, let's praise the Lord or something. It's like, wait, what the hell? Because it just had me confused because I was telling somebody about it. And I'm like, oh, it was about this father and his biracial daughter and everything. And they had like a good relationship. Then all of a sudden, The zombies, they try and escape, and then like the military man tries to shoot him, but then gets his daughter, and he's like all sad and everything. And then he goes on years later, I think it was like years later or something, and then a white girl appears to the other people, and they're like, oh, we saved her, she gets bit, nothing happens to her, she's the evolution. And then it was just like this whole like gay thing, and it's like, where the hell did this come from? It was like, if they did a lesbian thing, I would get the lesbian thing, but the two gay men thing, because it was like with the woman, like the Latina woman and the black woman, or like the white woman and one of the other women, it's like, okay, that would make sense, because they at least had like a part in the show, and they had like a connection to the girl. And it was like, but then in the gay scene, they showed like the guy and the woman, they were like having lunch together or something. And I'm just like, wait, what is this? This is just weird. So I'm like, I'm confused. This is weird. I don't know. Watch and see what happens next. But I've just finished episode 4, but it was just strange. Would I recommend it? I would say, I don't know if I recommend it, because that's what the guy I was telling him about it. He's like, would you recommend it? I'm like, I don't know. It was strange. I don't know. It's like, I want to watch more, because it's like, are they like throwing out stuff to like confuse you? Because I was like binge watching, so I'm like, is this like to confuse me? I don't know, because I was like confused. I'm like, why is this gay couple here? I don't know, maybe it goes into the story somewhere else. But if you like, subscribe, keep watching. I don't know. Bye. That's my review.